Yo, what's up guys, the best clash here. Today is the last day of the season. Currently at 7,544 trophies. I'm going to stop here because it's going to be my new best right here. I'm currently 612 in the world right now, with 3 hours and 25 minutes left in the season. I'm going to share some replays that are kind of hard counter with the Golem, Giant Sparky triple spell, and of course my wall breakers. So let's hop into going against Golem Bomber here. A really tough matchup if they're playing it correctly and playing defensively. So I'm going to go for the Goblin Barrel. Here he's going to go for a Night Witch and a Tornado. He activates his King Tower, which is really unfortunate, guys. So go for the Gob Gang low. I'm just going to Princess off the lane because I want to play defensive and see if he wants to overcommit or anything. Here I'm just going to cycle a log on his tower and just cycle to my Ice Spirit to kill the Mega Minion. Here I'm going to let my Princess die first and then play my Knight to kite the Baby Dragon over. Since here I didn't have a really good play, so I went for a Goblin Barrel. I'm just going to cycle to my log here, Princess, and then log the Bomber back. And then kite the Lumberjack over with an Ice Spirit to counter it. Here he plays a Night Witch to my Princess, which is I don't think is a really good move by him. He's going to Tornado it. So I'm going to use a Goblin Gang here. I'm going to go for a Goblin Barrel here. Fortunately, he had Bomber and Cycle and it killed all the goblins. I'm just going to log the Bomber. It's going for Baby Dragon, so I'm going to go with the Knight. Go for an Ice Spirit first, and then for Knight at the bridge, Goblin getting to pressure and a Goblin Barrel. Because I knew his Bomber was out of cycle. We were able to get some damage, which is good. Went for a log for chip damage. Went for a Knight low. I went for a Goblin Barrel to pressure here. And here I knew that if I went for a Inferno Tower, is a waste of 5 elixir because he's going to get so much lightning value. So I just played it off to the really side here. Try not to give him too much lightning value. Go for a Goblin Barrel to pressure. Go for a Knight. Usually I wanted to cycle 2 rockets on him if he played Golem in the back. But however, since he played the Golem a little closer in the front, I couldn't really do it. So we just went for a log to try to push the Golem back. We hit the Bomber, which is really great for us. We go for an Inferno Tower like this. For a Goblin Barrel to create some more pressure. Goblin to kill the Golem Mites faster and go for a Princess in the back. You go for an Ice Word to try to get that tower down to rocket range. Go for a log as well. And go for Goblin Barrel to pressure. Go for another Princess. See, I'm just playing it safe here. Ice Spirit, cycle a log. Go for a Goblin Barrel to pressure once again. I think that one Goblin in the back gets a hit, and that's a GG. It's a really good game there against this Golem Lightning player. We were able to get enough damage in single elixir that we were able to rocket him down in the double. So I'm going to show you guys this crazy game against P.E.K.K.A. Mega Knight. I'm just going to go for a Goblin Barrel and Ice Spirit here. He's going to miss his E-Wiz, which is really good for us. He has to zap it. Here, I'm just go for a Goblin Gang. Easy defend here. He decides to P.E.K.K.A in the back, and when he does this, I'm just going to play my Knight opposite lane. Because I always want to create pressure and not give him opportunity to build a big push. Here he had to drop his Mega Knight there, so he couldn't really support his P.E.K.K.A. And Inferno Tower was able to kill it. Went for an Ice Spear to pull everything in the middle. And he goes for a really bad freeze. So I just cycle back to my Knight here. For his Mega Knight and my Goblin Gang for his P.E.K.K.A. It's such an easy defense, guys. So I'm just going to wait and leak Elixir and gain my Elixir back and see what he has. He's going to go for Electro Wizard. So I'm going to try to log it back here. Make sure it doesn't get too many hits on my tower. So I did that log placement. Then I went for a Goblin Barrel here. In front, and he activated his King Tower for Princess to pressure. Nice, Princess gets 2 hits. Here, I didn't want to use my Goblin Gang. I wanted to save it for his P.E.K.K.A. This one for a Knight. I'm just going to go for Inferno Tower here, guys. I think I'm going to pressure my Goblin Barrel. Yep. Is that that? And this is basically a dead push by him because he has nothing for my Goblin Gang, so it just can distract the P.E.K.K.A. And the Knight can distract the Mega Knight, and that's an easy defense. For Goblin Barrel to pressure once again. Counters it with an Electro Wizard. I went for an Ice Spear to try to protect my Princess, but it's a little too late. Went for Inferno Tower. Here, I think he beat it out my Rocket with his Executioner, which is well played by him. Because here, the only way I could defend his balloon was cycle to back to another Inferno Tower, which in this case, I managed to do so. It's really sketchy defense here, guys. I had to go for another Inferno Tower. For Goblin Barrel, distract that P.E.K.K.A. long enough. I can play my Goblin Gang here. I have to log everything back. Goes for a freeze, and I knew I had to rocket this. So then with a late NATO, I can go pressure off the lane because I knew he was low on Elixir here. Keep up the pressure, go for a Goblin Barrel. He only had Zap in hand. And Goblin put it down to log range, and that's a GG. Really nice game there. He had easy defense until he pulled out the balloon. He got really sketchy with the Inferno Towers and managed to pull that off. So here we're against Minor Wall Breakers, Hunter version. I think he's going to go with Minor Wall Breakers, so I'm going to go for a Princess and a Goblin Gang. I played an Ice Speeder just in case my Goblin Gang was a little late. I'm just going to Knight in the back because I knew that he spent a lot of Elixir there. He's going to Knight of his own right here, I think. He's going to log my Goblin Barrel. I'm going to go for Princess high like this. Try not to give him any fireball value. Also to kill that Knight faster. I'm just going to split a Goblin Gang here. Here I think I decide to log that Hunter to protect my Princess here, guys. If you had to use a minor on that Princess. He goes Wall Breaker's off lane, so I have one for an Ice Spirit. And here I kind of lagged here, guys. I wanted to play my Princess, but I couldn't. So the Wall Breaker ended up getting a hit. And that was unfortunate, guys. Here I think I just let this hunter go and it gets 2 hits on my tower. Because I want to even up the damage and not overspend here. I'm just going to knight in the back in case he wanted to miner. He does anyway. I don't think this is a good miner by him because my knight was there to help finish it off for Princess Ops lane here since he overcommitted the fireball. I tried to log his spear goblins, but he played it a little low, which is well played. Since he used his log, I'm trying to outcycle him. Here, guys, once again, I lag again. It's real unfortunate. My Goblin Barrel couldn't go down in time. So we got to go for a late Goblin Barrel there and force out a fireball. But I can get away with the rocket here because I knew I was up in elixir. It's going for a knight, so I went for knight, try to predict his spear goblins or something. Goblin getting low for Goblin Barrel pressure. I made a tricky barrel this time. And that was a well-played wall breakers by him because one connected. Princess Ops lane here, finish off the hunter and work on that knight. Here, I caught his miner, but he went for a really nice fireball here. I log his wall breakers. Princess aggressive. Try to catch him off guard, and we do. We get 1 hit. Force out a knight was really good. For knight of our own. Same with spear goblins, and I had to defend the spear goblins first. I think I went for a rocket because he just used his miner. And went for aggressive princess because I knew that the hunter was in the rocket range. Went for Inferno Tower, try to predict his wall breakers here. Tries to fireball cycle us here, guys. I think I went for a Goblin Barrel here to pressure. I knew that he was going to try to predict my princess, so I didn't play it there. Went for a knight. Princess now, because he's not going to expect it. Gets 1 hit. For a Goblin Gang here, Ice Spirit try to deny some of that hunter damage. For Knight Log, went for a Princess again. And here, I think he was a little late on his Knight, but that did not matter anyways, because that Princess locked on. And that's a GG. Really good game there. For matchup is one way to get damage is to play Princess up high at the bridge. And they have to respawn with something. And you get some damage. So here we're up against Goblin Giant Sparky. It's not bad of a matchup if you play defensively and play productively here. Went for Ice Spirit Goblin Barrel, and he went for Barbaro, so I'm just going to log it. He's going for a Snowball, and right now I'm thinking, yeah, Snowball, Barrel, Mega Minion, probably using Blue and Miner. Went for Princess here to finish off the Mega Minion. And as soon as I saw his Dark Prince, I knew he was playing Goblin Giant. Because I have played against this variation before the season. So I was kind of prepared. For an Ice Spirit. Goblin Barrel here. I wanted to let the Ice Spirit connect first, because I knew I could give him Barbaro value. Went for Inferno Tower. Here I waited to see what he did, if he did anything. If he didn't do anything, I'm just going to log that back. Easy defense. Here, no, I don't want a Princess at the bridge because he can just play Mega Minion there. So Princess Ops lane. He's going to Dark Prince into my Princess, so I'm going to try to protect her with my Knight here. I went for an Ice Spirit for that Mega Minion. Since he went with the Sparky, I'm just going to rocket it to get it out of the way. And he still has to respond to my Princess, guys. Here, since that knight got like 2 hits on a hunter, I can just log it back. I think went for a Gone World of Pressure. Went for a knight, same lane. Princess ops lane here. He's going for a Dark Prince, so I'm Ice Spirit. I'm cycling back to my log so I can knock the shield off. He gives me really good rocket value, so I take it. He thought I was going to go for Inferno Tower, but I know better than that. Get 1 stabbing. His Barbara was out of cycle. Here I pressured again here. I'm just gonna Princess ops lane here, guys. Log his Dark Prince back. It's really important to knock that shield off. Here I thought it wasn't worth it to rocket because he only had a Dark Prince behind his Goblin Giant, so I didn't think it was value there. So I used my Goblin Gang and we got some nice counter push here. We get some chip damage, really great. Go for a log to get more chip damage. Goblin Barrel to pressure. He catches that, played it off to the side, and well played by him. Same one for Sparky, I'm not messing around, so I'm just going to go rocket, and I know I can cycle back to another rocket quickly. I'm just going to Princess in the back again. I'm saving my log for his Dark Prince shield. I'm not messing around, guys. Inferno Tower. Went away from the Lightning first, and I went for Goblin Gang and a Knight. Log everything back. I didn't want that Hunter slashing onto my tower, so I actually had to use my log there. Here's setting up another push. Use an Ice Spear here, try to kill his Dark Prince faster. He sacrifices his Hunter. For Goblin Barrel, Tricky Barrel, try to trick him. He catches it, well played. Here I knew I could distract the Dark Prince and use half of my Goblin Gang to finish off that Goblin Giant. It was really good by us. We have 2 princesses down. And he stacks the Sparky there, so I go for a rocket. He goes for a Hunter instead of a Goblin Giant. It's really good for us. Combat pressure. Went for a high Inferno Tower here. Go for Goblin Gang, go for a Knight, because he's going to Lightning. Ice Spirit. I logged everything back to make sure he didn't get any more damage. Goblin Barrel. I'm just going to go for another Princess here. I knew that I needed to defend this push and get a rocket off this tower, and that's how I was going to win this. For rocket here. 7, 6, 5. Went for a Knight. 3, 2, 1. And that's GG. Very nice game there. We just played defense and took rocket value when we had it. And we didn't overcommit because he had too many splash damage for our pushes like Hunter, Dark Prince, and Barbarell. So here we're actually against another Golem Lightning. I played Golem so many times. I played that dumb Giant Skeleton RG deck so many times. This meta's really bad, guys. I went for Gumbrel, Ice Spirit, any Golems first play. That's really good for us because we have a significant damage lead and all we have to do is defend. So he went for Night Witch in the back. I knew he didn't have enough elixir for lightning. And this is also a risky move because if they have Electro Dragon, you'll automatically lose. So it's kind of, guys, kind of a risky play to go with an Inferno Tower high like that. But usually everyone uses the lightning version of Golem. He just went for a bomber in the back, and I didn't want to overspend anything, so I just played it safe and used the log. Gumbrel Ice Spirit to pressure. I played it a little to the right of his tower, so The Goblins can avoid getting Tornado, but he gets a King Tower activation anyways. Here we're in a solid position. We can go for his Other Tower. And if he can defend his pushes, guys, we can win the game. So I'm just going to start chip away at his left-hand tower here with my Goblin Barrel. Goes to the bomber. I'm just going to go for an Ice Spirit. I'm going to log the bomb first, and an Ice Spirit try to take out his tower here. Here's a really smart play. You can go with an Inferno Tower in the pocket here, guys, to force out a Lightning, so they're not going to get any Lightning value. Unfortunately, he played his Night Witch there. Kind of caught my Inferno Tower, which is kind of unlucky. But we managed to kill that Lumberjack, and we have a full health Knight there, DPSing down that Golem. And we had to go for a defensive barrel here. He went for a really bad bomber there, guys. I went for a Knight to kite that Baby Dragon over. It was really important here, because all my Swarm units were able to kill that Night Witch here. Went for an Ice Spirit to pull it over. And there's only 20 seconds left in the game. He's trying to pressure me. And I shouldn't have really went for that Goblin Barrel, guys. I should have played a defense instead. Went for a Rocket here. Play it safe. Not messing around. Goblin Gang, and that's a GG. Really nice game here. This guy didn't even try defending our Goblin Barrel in the beginning there. We got so much damage. And that's how we were able to win. Unfortunately, he played super well. We weren't able to come through, and he just overwhelmed us in Triple Elixir. Because I'm not going to show you this. This is kind of a joke game, guys. He's played E-Barbs, a Giant, and a Minion Horde, and I just Rocket. Got so much Rocket value here. Here we're game against this player here. So he goes for the weird Ice Golem plus Bats at the Ridge. So I had to go for Knight Ice Spirit here. So he's probably using some cycle deck. I'm thinking that he's using Hog Rider or some sort of deck. The Ice Golem Bats. Going for a Miner, so I'm gonna go for Princess Ops Lane here. Try not to give him any spell value, of course. Forgot about the pressure here. Very great timing for us, because he just uses log on my Princess. Goblin's got some chip damage there. He's kind of misplaced his Hunter. For an Ice Golem, so I'm just going to go for a Knight here. Distract it, and went for a Goblin Gang here to try to finish it off. Luckily for us, that interaction worked out there. We were able to defend. Going for a Princess High just in case he had Wall Breakers in cycle. Just went for a Miner here, so I'm just going to go for an Ice Spirit. And I'm going to get a good log here. Here I went for a Goblin Barrel. Just knew if I went for a Rocket, he could just punish me. But I went for a Rocket anyways. I was kind of dumb here, guys. Luckily for us, the log cleared everything away. The Princess managed to get one hit in, and we didn't take too much damage. We only got one Wall Breaker hit on our tower. We can go for a Goblin here, get a +1 trade here. Really good for us. Everything went for a Goblin Barrel to pressure again. He's going to log it. He misses one of the gobs, really nice. For a Princess like this, I knew he had poison. Went for a Predictive Knight. Slog. Luckily for us, our tower retarded into that Wall Breaker in time. Went for a Rocket here because he just uses poison. And we have a healthy Knight up. So went for a high Princess here, try to catch his Bats, and we do. Really good. For Goblin getting surrounded, kill that Miner faster and create a counter push. Same thing, I went for a Goblin Barrel here to pressure again. I think I went for a knight for his hunter, but I started walking the other lane, which is unfortunate. I went for a princess here because he used a lot of elixir there. Really nice princess. We got one hit in. He wasn't expecting it. And here he gets cocky. He's really calling the good game, but I know he's trying to trick me here. So for princess here low, try to kill the bats. Gombro go for a nice log here, logging the miner so it dies faster while hitting the wall breakers. Here I knew since I had a princess up, I can just go for a rocket. Still had to defend it here. Here he swerves opposite lane, which is really well played because my log is the last card in my hand. Both wall breakers connect. So go Gombro to pressure. Since he just used his log guys, he didn't have it in hand. That's a GG rocket and log. Really nice game there. He kind of overcommitted when he tried to punish me, so he just used his log out of cycle, and that's how he outcycled his log. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's really tough. I was going back and forth at 7,500 trophies. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of stressful for me to push the season, but we managed to pull through. 2 hours left. See you guys later when the season ends. Bye, guys.